This is Lesson 10, Introducing Graphs of Proportional Relationships, and this is Activity 1. Notice these points. It's a little bit of review of how to plot points in a coordinate plane, which is graphing the points, placing them on that coordinate plane. How do you do that? Because we're going to end up looking at graphs as a way to look at proportional relationships, or using graphs. So this is a coordinate plane, and notice how points in a coordinate plane are labeled. This is the x-coordinate, the first number, and the second number is the y-coordinate. So x, y, x, y, x, y. And to graph points, you usually go along the x-axis first. So this is the x-axis. Should have labeled it. I labeled it a little bit later. Go along the x-axis first, and then the y-axis. So this point right here is at point 0, 10. So the x-coordinate and then the y-coordinate. So you go out, the x-coordinate goes out 1 unit, the y-coordinate goes up 8 units. So this point is 1, 8. The x-coordinate goes out 2 units, the y-coordinate goes up 6 units. So this point is 2, 6. So this is plotting the point, or placing the point on a coordinate plane. So this whole thing is called a coordinate plane. This is the x-coordinate, this is the y-coordinate. So the x-coordinate in this case is 3, the y-coordinate is 4. And here I finally labeled the x-axis is right here, and the y-axis is right here. This is point 4, 2, so the x-coordinate is 4, the y-coordinate is 2. And so then what do you notice about these 5 points is that they all fall on a straight line. So the points can be connected with a straight line. For each unit increase in x, what happens to y? So as I go 1 unit in the positive direction for x, so from here to here, what happens to y? Well, y is a negative 2, so it goes down 2 units. Y goes 1 unit in the positive direction. X goes 1 unit in the positive direction, y goes 2 units in the negative direction. 1 unit positive, 2 units negative. 1 unit positive along the x-axis, 2 units negative. So that length along the x-axis is the part of the slope. It's 1 unit on the x-axis, and the length along the vertical axis is negative 2. So this slope of this line would be that negative 2 over positive 1. Now you can go the other way. You can go backwards 1, so it's a negative 1, and then a positive 2. So positive 2 over negative 1 is still going to give you a slope of negative 2. So the slope of this line is negative 2. It's not proportional. It doesn't go through the origin, but it does form a straight line, which means a portion of this equation that describes this line is going to be proportional, just not the whole thing. The whole relationship between x and y are not proportional. All right, the line does not go through the origin and slants down from the left to the right. So that means it's going to be a negative slope because it slants from the left to the right, down. So that is a negative slope.